Do you have a prosperous mindset? You see, that's where it all starts. Do you want to manifest a new car, a new home, a new relationship? If you have a prosperous mindset, then you are in a deep sense of appreciation for all that you have. You're also feeling a profound sense of gratitude throughout the day. And you're constantly looking for things that bring you joy. You see, prosperity is not about money. You must become prosperity. You must become the essence of prosperity before you can manifest your heart's desires. Welcome to Manifesting Your Heart's Desires, the place where I get to teach you everything that I've learned about manifesting, the law of attraction, and living a life that you would absolutely love. I'm Beth McGill. I'm your host, your spiritual mentor, your guide, and energy healer, practitioner, and I have a unique perspective and experience as a hypnotherapist. And besides all that, I have a direct connection and communication with my soul, with my essence, with the part of me that is infinite, with a part of me that is non-physical. And through this deep connection, I receive this guidance, and I'm being told to share this information with you. And it takes some work, it takes some reading, it takes some getting into connection with my soul. But I feel so driven and I'm feeling encouraged and directed by my soul to provide this information to you today. You see, I live here at the beach. I love to surf. I love being out in nature. I love being out in my garden. I love doing. And I love being. I love sitting in my garden and meditating. There are all kinds of things that I could be doing right now. But this is what is on my heart. And it's been what has been given to me to share with you. So if you're hearing these words, know that it's not a coincidence, because everything happens for a reason. So I'm going to be giving you 4 tips today. 4 tips on how you can become more prosperous. So it starts with energy. Everything is energy. Albert Einstein proved quantum physics. He told us everything is energy. And quantum physics proves that there is this connection, this invisible connection between all things. It's that common denominator of all things. Now, some people call this God, spirit, universe, source, substance, infinite intelligence. Whatever you call it is fine. You can call it whatever you like, whatever feels good for you. And then I'm going to share with you just a little bit from the book You Too Can Be Prosperous by Robert A. Russell. He writes, "It," talking of the substance, "it permeates everything and fills everything. It is the raw material of all things. We think into it, and it gives back to us the results of our thinking. It is the invisible source of all supply. It responds to our word. We contact it through the spiritual medium of our thoughts. It is omnipresent, eternal, intelligent, and encompassing. It thinks through our brains, materializes through our words, breathes through our lungs, feels through our emotions, speaks through our nerves, and repairs the worn-out tissues. of our bodies. Now, we cannot see the substance. We cannot see God, Spirit, Universe. We can't feel it, taste it, smell it, or hear it. Although for some of us, we do get words. Some of us are clairaudient and can hear words, which is kind of fun. But even if you can't, it's okay, because you see, we can engage with God, Spirit, Universe because it's energy. And our thoughts are energy. And this substance responds to our thoughts. You get to direct your thoughts. You get to create your reality. You get to bring those things to you that you want to be prosperous. So that's how you become prosperous. Now, here's the trick. You must believe it. You have to have faith that your thoughts and that your words are permeating the substance. And in the book, he says you have to have rich ideas. And this is what comes up for me when he says you must have rich ideas. And I'm going to give you 4 tips. And these are 4 tips that have not only resonated with me, but have brought me to this place of living a very prosperous life. I get to have fun. I get to travel. I get to do whatever it is I want to do. Today I walked for an hour at the beach. I went surfing. I meditated. I read in my garden. So I know what it's like, and this is what I want for you too. So if this resonates with you, if these 4 tips sound like this is something that you would like to do, then I strongly encourage you to do it. Number 1, show appreciation for all that you have and bless all that you have. If you have something to eat, be appreciative, bless it. You have somewhere to go, you have a car to drive in, appreciate it, bless it. You have a person in your life or people in your life, appreciate them, bless them, and on. Every day. It doesn't stop. Number 2, feel profound gratitude in your heart throughout the day. I'm not talking about just writing down what you're grateful for. That's fine. I'm talking about really feeling it in your heart, this profound sense of gratitude, which just feels like a great big hug. It feels like love and warmth. And all throughout the day. Number 3, look for things that bring you joy. It might be a conversation with a friend. It might be a little bird dancing in the water at the fountain. It might be a beautiful rose. No matter what it is, be aware of it. Consciously aware of it. See that bird, see that flower. And notice that it's bringing you joy. Allow it to bring you joy. And then feel the joy. Number 4, visioning. Use your imagination to see yourself prosperous. Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that means for you, see yourself prosperous. I'm going to read another quote here from the book. He writes, imagination helps to see in the dollar a willing, intelligent servant. This is another way that you can use your imagination. And I love this. See the dollar, because we're talking about being prosperous. So it's not about money per se. But if you want money to bring you these things, then you need to change your mindset around dollars. You need to imagine that they're out there, they're energy, but instead of you saying, I need them, or I want them, or I must have them, imagine that the dollars want to be a servant to you. The dollars want you, the dollars are attracted to you because of your energy, because the dollars can sense that you're going to use them wisely and for things that you desire. The dollars want to be used by you. In fact, there's a little book called Dollars Want Me. You can look it up. It's for free online. It's really cute. So it's changing that perspective as well. So number one, show appreciation for all that you have and bless all that you have. Number two, feel profound gratitude throughout the day. Number three, look for things that bring you joy. The little things, the big things, no matter what it is. And I would even encourage you to write them down. We know that there's power in the written word. And number four, use your imagination. See yourself prosperous, whatever that looks like for you. And I believe that we also need to connect to our soul. My biggest aha moment was when I realized that I was an infinite spiritual being having a temporary lifetime experience in this physical being right now. That was a big aha for me. Like, this is a tiny aspect of me. This physical body is just a smidgen of who I am. So I wanted to connect with my soul. I wanted to connect with this consciousness, to my spirit, to my soul. And I've named my soul. I want to call on her. I want to have discussions. I want to communicate. I want to get messages. And that's where I get my messages for these talks. Because I'm being instructed to bring this information to you. So are you wondering, well, how do you get into this connection with your soul? Well, I do a lot of my work is guided meditations. And one of the things I do when I'm working with people in classes or individually is to guide them, because we don't normally think about this. Not even in religion, or it's really not talked about. Like, how can I have a connection with my soul? So what I do is I take people through guided meditations and I take them out into the void and I introduce them to their soul. Now, I don't have that guided meditation up on YouTube yet because it is a part of my course. However, I would, if you're desiring this connection with your soul, which I definitely think you should, if you're really intent on becoming a prosperous being and having a prosperity mindset, then yes, I believe this is what you need. To connect to your soul, what do you need to do? Meditate. Now, I know that word means different things for different people, and I know that there are hundreds of different types of meditation. That's where you're going to have to do your work. I can't do that for you. You see, I believe that you need to do some research, to do some studying, to do some reading, and see which type of meditation works for you. Because we're all different, unique souls on a special journey. So I can't tell you what kind of meditation that you need to do. For me, I know it's quieting my mind. And I think that that's the most important part. For me, it's being outside in nature or listening to quiet guided to meditation music. I don't do guided meditations anymore. But they're a great starter. If you need a place to start, let someone else take you through a guided meditation. It can be very helpful. And I do have some of those on here. Because what you need to do in meditation is this. You need to understand, and this is what it does when you meditate and you quiet your mind. You start to realize, like I did, that I'm actually more energy. I'm a lot more energy here than I am physical. The physical part of me is just minute. But when I'm in my quiet space and I'm meditating, I'm tapped into this universal substance, to God, spirit, and universe, which, as Robert A. Russell says, permeates everything. Like, there's no distinction. I can be anywhere. And it also helps us to realize that we create from the present. So it helps us to not be thinking about the past or not be thinking about the future. when we're creating this prosperous mindset, when we're creating manifesting, we must do it in the present. And the best place to get present, or the best way to get present, is simply by meditating, by quieting your mind and realizing that you have a connection to the infinite. You have a part of you that is greater than this physical body. And it's waiting for that communication with you. It wants to direct you. It wants to guide you. It wants to help you every step of the way. It's cheering for you. Your soul is your biggest cheerleader. It's always in joy, and it's always waiting for you to join it in this joy. So that's why I mentioned these are the ways to become prosperous, to show appreciation, to feel profound gratitude. Look for things that bring you joy. Why? Because that's what your soul's doing for you. So this is how you get connected to your soul at a greater level, at a more profound level. And once you're in this place and you're feeling the way that your soul's feeling, you're going to have a prosperous mindset. Like, you're going to be blown away at how amazing it feels. It feels giddy. It feels joyful. It feels like bliss. And when you're that connected, your heart's desires just manifest. They just do. As long as you have the faith. You have to have the faith that your words are engaging with the substance, with God's spirit and universe, that you're directing this thing called your life. I like to call it a game. Dr. Joe Dispenza, he says about meditation that you need to become a thought alone impossibility. A thought alone impossibility. That's our goal when we're meditating. Just to become a thought alone, to acknowledge that energy that is your thought. And that your thought then creates whatever it is that you want. So I hope that you've enjoyed this talk about prosperity. Go back and try those 4 tips that I have for you today. And if you want more information, please put in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts because I'm being guided to give you this information. And I would love to hear back what you're getting from it, and also what you're needing more of. So thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe. And you can always go to my website, thriveflourishgrow.com, for more resources and for more tips and strategies for you so that you can live a life that you absolutely love. Take care, and I'll see you next week.